What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Backrow Boys. Guys, we just want to start off with the episode with a huge shout out to our boy, DeMar Hamlin, because he is out of the hospital.
Let's go.
Oh, man. Praise God. God is good. And let's give a huge round of applause. DeMar is back. Let's go. I was watching it and I was like, oh, okay, it's like a concussion or he got injured or whatever. And then you started like everyone's cheering. I was like, what's happening right now? And then after 10 commercial breaks, the ambulance came out. I was like, oh, snap. And yeah, dude got real sad in the stadium real fast. So
yeah, it's crazy. We couldn't see it either, it's like we just saw the players. And when you look at the hit, you don't think it's that bad, but then like you were saying, when you see the players' faces, it's like, damn.
Well, what really got me was Josh Allen. He kept on doing this, and I was like, "Wait, did something really happen?"
Yeah, I saw Stephon Diggs crying too. But it's crazy. Imagine let's say we're playing Martha tournaments and we just passes out.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
That'd be scary as hell, right?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking because I was telling that to Amy. Because if someone passed away at Martha tournament or something like that critical happened at Martha tournament, I don't think I could keep playing, if something happened to one of y'all, how do you I mean, we want to win, but at the end of the day, that doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't matter as much as if we lose one of our teammates,
Yeah.
Oh, so if something happened to Martha tournament, it's for sure canceled, right?
This true. Martha tournament be canceled.
Yeah, but this is it's the money and stuff. That's what I thought. They'd be because there's sponsorships, there's the TV ads, there's just so much other stuff that goes. I mean, they did the right decision by canceling it, but it's crazy.
No, honestly, Stan, I agree with you because when we were watching last night, Roshni was like, "Hey, so the game's over, right?" It's well, I mean, they're probably just taking time out because I'm thinking from a business aspect. I'm like, well, it is the NFL. It's not, if it was the NBA, oh, dude, it'd be over in a minute. There's no, conversation or phone calls or coaches talking. It'd be over right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
But with the NFL, it's a little different because just who's in charge and all the politics involved, and it's billions of dollars going around, right? So, yeah, I was just thinking, okay, I guess they will go back. But then, yeah, I agree. It's the best thing to do is cancel because it's just a terrible situation to be in. It's one thing if he hurt his ankle or something and you just continue playing or the game goes back to normal. But yeah, it was a weird situation, man. That was wild. So
yeah, I mean, it's like when Kobe died, right? They canceled games that day but they moved it to the next day or the day after. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, I think it's crazy just the time that happened too. It was number one, it was Monday Night Football. That's the only game on. So everyone is watching that game with so much playoff implications on hand. Then it's so late into the season where if you don't play this game, I was reading all the scenarios because the Bills can still get number one. The Bengals can still get number one. The Bengals even haven't won their division yet. So they play the Ravens next week. And if they win that game, then the game against the Bills doesn't even really matter. So
yeah. Because it's so much. It's crazy how just one game can because of how late it is in the season, how things have to be changed or they're trying to move things around and it's crazy. Some people say, oh man, it's so easy, and it's doable. It's not like it's impossible to do these things, but man, it's so crazy. One game can alter all these courses of action or whatever. But
yeah, because if they even if they moved it to tonight and they have to play Sunday or something, or I guess they can move it to Monday, but then it's that period of rest that they thought they would have, especially close to the playoffs. They play tomorrow or play on Sunday too. Someone gets hurt, that's just. I mean, you just never know. But if something like that happens too, that'd be upsetting for the team or the fans too, right? So there's just so many scenarios you have to think about.
Oh, the thing about Monday too is on Monday they have the college national championship game, and that's also on ESPN. So ESPN can't have this game and that game, so they probably want to separate it to keep that. I'm sure there's contracts and stuff there. I think the only scenario that I really saw that could happen was apparently they could add a week 19, which is just that game. And then just push the playoffs back a week for everything. Because before the Super Bowl, there's a free week, it's media and stuff. The Pro Bowl, so they could just cancel that and then just make that. That's what they should do,
But dang, that's
it's flag football.
Oh, Pro Bowl is flag football this year.
Yeah.
Maybe we should play. No, I was gonna say but that'd be crazy though, because like I mean, even for the Cowboys, right? Like Tyler Biadasz has a high ankle sprain, so if he gets an extra week, he's for sure gonna be able to play. Like even Eagles, like Lane Johnson would be healthy and stuff. So I mean, it's the right thing to do, but then dang, like it makes like if you think of the other side of it, it's like teams like other teams get more of an advantage out of it too, you know. So
I mean, you just said Philly, like Jalen Hurts will get another week to rest, so that's crazy.
Yeah,
I guess there's no negative, right? Technically, I mean, it's all just positives for everyone. It's negative for us because everyone else is getting a positive, right?
But I guess like if let's say if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you know, then people would be like, oh, like if they didn't get that extra week for Hurts to get healthy, you know, like I mean that's what all the other like I would say that for sure because I fucking hate the Eagles.
But you know what? Like we say that now, but then let's say like in 5 years, no one's gonna even remember that, right? I mean, we'll probably talk about it a little bit, but people remember like, oh, they won the championship, blah blah. You know,
Cowboys fans don't remember because I mean it's like when Eagles won the Super Bowl, like we all remember like Carson Wentz didn't play. We know Nick Foles won them the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean it's just because they're like one of our biggest rivals. But yeah, if it's like any like you know something with like I don't know the Browns, like it's the Browns.
It's like that Brian Scalabrine quote. Like after he won the championship, he was like, they were asking him a question. They're like, "Yeah, I might have been the 15th person on the bench, but you know what? In 5 years, I'm gonna tell my kids I was a starter, and in 20 years, I'm gonna tell them I was MVP, and no one's really gonna know." Yeah, so that's actually true. Like no one's gonna remember. Like at the end of the day, just gonna remember he's a champion. Yeah,
that's true.
That exactly. Like the true like history buffs will remember like the small little details and stuff. But I mean, throughout history, like 100 years from now, no one's gonna remember like the Cowboys won 3. Like I mean, you can go back and check it all, but 100 years from now, like all of that stuff will change. But and that's the crazy thing about all this stuff. But I do want to go back and talk about like in our world what that would look like. Like of course like in a Martha or Indian tournament, let's say Indian tournaments, like someone gets hurt like that or someone's CPR and stuff like that. Like I mean most of the time like we don't have like medical staff on hand at our tournaments, but like there's like aunties who are nurses and like you know friends of ours who are doctors who will be on site right then and right there. But it's like it's pretty crazy. Like you guys both mentioned, like our tournaments will be over. Like there's no uncle and auntie in the world that'd be like, oh, we have to continue this. Like, no, this person happened to this and we're never doing this thing again. Like that's how critical it would have been in our.
Yeah, it'd be immediately canceled. I mean, the nice thing is like you were saying, there's a bunch of brown people. We're gonna have some doctors in there. Like they're the people
stands right there.
I mean, there's people above my pay grade, right? Like there's probably like neurosurgeons and cardiologists and like the top of the top doctors, right? They know what they're doing. And again, I mean, the biggest thing is I think everyone should learn like basic life support. Like again, viewers, if you haven't taken the class, just learn basic life support. Again, it's like a 30 or hour long class, but then it can save a life at the end of the day. Just knowing how to use, properly do CPR or use an AED. I think those are valuable resources. But yeah, like you were saying, Abby, it's game over if something like that happened. It's like I'm pretty sure like people like cramped up and like didn't somebody have like
I was gonna mention that. Yeah, someone had to get IV. Like wasn't there like an ambulance or something that came and like.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Like it usually was like a cart or like a stretcher, but like to see an actual ambulance on the field, I was like, dude, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that, like in our times. So
you ever feel like personally it's unsafe, like the Martha tournament or just like any like these Indian tournaments? Let's say like I know they play 2 20-minute halves, right? That's what a college like basketball game length is. It's 2 20-minute halves. But we play like, and they just play one game. We play like 4 games in one day. Like no wonder we're like cramping and stuff at the end of the day. I think like,
oh, for sure.
Of course, like there's no way to like broaden it to like 5-6 days, right? Like you have to fit it into like those 2 days, but it's just crazy to think about.
They also have like the best like medical stuff too, right? Like they have like physical therapists there. So if they're cramping, they can like massage them out. For us, it's like, each other just trying to massage each other out.
we had it one year. Remember the actual PTs came?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I was thinking, like, do y'all remember that one college player? I forgot his name, but the guy that was like, I think his leg like broke out, like, and you could see his bone.
Yeah, is something aware, I think.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, if that happened, like, do you feel like, I mean, Martha tournament probably shut down with that, right? Or do you think, because I mean, like, if that happened, like, you had to call the ambulance, gotta take the guy out. But like, I mean, it's still pretty critical. I don't know. Do y'all think we would cancel with that?
I think it would continue to go that.
I think that would continue. I think it's just like how critical it got to a point where like, man, this guy has no pulse. He's not breathing. Yet they have to do CPR for 10 minutes straight. So I think like, I mean, us as viewers or like people sitting at home, I don't think we felt, I mean, we felt the sadness. We felt like, oh my God, what's going on? But like to see the players' face, it kind of makes sense because it's like, man, like, because think about it with all of us, like maybe not so much for me and Chris since we both work at home, but like for like Stan, you like go into an office, you have like other PA coworkers, patients that you see, you start like building this connection. Same thing with these like football teams, basketball teams, soccer teams, like you build this chemistry with these people where it's like when you see your brother like down on the ground and stuff like that, man, like when I saw Stephon Diggs and all these guys start tearing up, we're just like,
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of confusion, but then I was like, oh, everything's starting to come together because I'm just like, oh my God, it's been 10 minutes. We're trying to resuscitate it. I was like,
it was cool to see like all like the Bengals come together and like the coach was like really like supportive. I feel like he was really understanding because I mean like you get like I think Stan mentioned it like Bengals win, like they could be number one potentially and stuff, but he like it's cool that they like all the money aside, all the the competition aside, like they're still seeing like what's the most important thing, like that was cool. It was cool to see like Burrow and Josh Allen standing next to each other. I was like, dang,
he's hugging it out.
that's cool.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that was pretty awesome because it's like it comes down to, and it's like this is something in our own lives too. It's like, yeah, we have our jobs, we have the podcast, we have like our friends and family, but like at the end of the day, like man, like if we were to lose one of each other or lose our family members or a close friend of ours, man, at the end of the day, like none of the dramas we go through, none of the like the what stress, issues, bills we deal with, none of that stuff matters. It's like when it comes down to life or death, like that's the life is so precious, can be taken away anytime. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I believe DeMar Hamlin went on Good Morning Football and he was like talking about just like a couple weeks ago, he was saying like how, he struggled obviously growing up, him and his buddy played together, they're now on the same team, and then like he started like doing the charity work and stuff like that, and then like he was saying at the end of his interview, he was like, life is precious, like you don't know how much time we have left, and like he was mentioning all these things, and it's kind of crazy that some people can like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's like a foreshadow, but just like certain moments, like they just can say things and just boom. Happy New Year. I didn't get to say that obviously earlier, but like Happy New Year, my boys.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's 2023.
Dude, 2023. Just 100 years ago it was 1923. Now it's 2023. It's pretty crazy to
I feel the last 2 years flew by. Like
2020,
2021, and 2022. I feel like all that was kind of just boxed into one, especially with like, I guess that would be like technically the pandemic era. I feel like we're finally, I mean, now that I know the numbers are actually going up, but like, I feel like we're kind of getting out of like the craze of it before,
Yeah, I feel like I'm big on like where I feel like I'm going to hear a new variant or cases are going back up, but it's, I can agree with you. Like the last couple of years are pretty quick, but also it's pretty crazy too. But hey, I'm glad 2023 is here.
For real, dude. It's I mean, be a fun year. I feel like it's like as we've grown older, it's like every year just flies by quick, like I can't believe like, Stan's about to be 30. Like that's crazy. He's like old as fuck.
That's
I
crazy.
am old, man. That is pretty crazy.
Do y'all have any like personal resolutions? I mean, like I'm pretty sure you guys have maybe like a goal sheet or whatnot, or maybe you don't. Maybe what y'all's like take on the beginning of the years? Is there something new that you guys do?
Mine's pretty much just a focus. I think 2023, I really wanted to focus on health overall. So I guess health in many aspects, right? So number one, physical health, kind of taking care of my body, kind of getting my blood work, kind of seeing kind of what those numbers are, just being very analytical about it. So I want to do that. Mental health as well. I feel like mental health is definitely important. So again, I know y'all talked about it before, like doing therapy or even like getting massages, things like that. I want to do stuff for myself a little bit more to kind of help the mental health aspect. Financial health, kind of continue to save, increase those savings. No specific goals, but just kind of, continue to, enjoy life. I want to spend my money that I earn and enjoy life, but I want to save for kind of future Stan as well. So biggest thing is just focusing on health overall.
I don't know. I haven't really like gotten a chance to think through like my goals and stuff. Like I feel like I can think like the one that always is like a goal, sadly, is like losing weight. Like every year I'm like, damn it, time to lose weight again. But
it's a big year for you though. You're gonna be a dad. right?
I know. So that's like the thing too, because I'm like, man, like, how do I do this with having a kid? Because like, I mean, I know some of our friends, like, so they're still in shape and stuff, but like, man, it's hard. Like, because even like now, like with Amy being pregnant and stuff, like I just want to eat bad, or and I'm also like trying to make sure she eats good too. So I'm like, oh, let's eat a little, get a little something nice. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to get back in shape, but I've definitely it's been hard. I'm trying to like usually I can like think of a good game plan to like lose weight and get into shape and stuff like that. But lately it's been like so hard. So I guess that'd be a good goal for me to figure out. But I guess the BRB fans can also see if I'm actually doing it, because I feel like mine is like in my face, like right here. So if in a few weeks or in a few months or quarters, like if I don't look like I've lost weight in my cheeks, then leave a comment leave a comment, or slide in our DMs.
I may want to shave that beard. That'll take some weight off the face, right?
I feel like the beard makes my face look so long too. Like this is where my beard is, dude. So
oh my god,
my neck is right, or my chin is right here.
Holy crap!
Wow,
Chin right here.
it looks good
Yeah,
though. It looks good.
Dude, I like it. It's starting to get like I mean, I just got to clean it up, but there's like certain parts where it's like kind of like sticking out. But I'm like, man, I've never had it this long, so this is kind of cool.
Amy like it, or she's like, "No, is this?"
Nah, she likes it, so she hasn't complained. And I think it's good because it's pretty soft. So like if I have like like y'all's hair, like it's like prickly as fuck. So it's like if we try to like make out, it's like oh shit, like little, it's like she has like all bumps and shit after.
Like
yeah,
I wish a nice like beard where it's like nice and soft. But do you put like anything in? You put like shampoo and stuff or conditioner?
I started to like I'll do a face wash, and like my brother-in-law Alvin actually got like this gave me like this beard kit, so I've been using that too. I put like coconut oil. I just put like whatever just to keep it nice, organic and stuff. But yeah, I mean, besides weight loss, I mean, if I'm other stuff, like obviously like my career, like I want to figure out like how to continue to like get better and improve. I feel like that like lately I've just been like kind of unmotivated. So I guess trying to figure out like how to like be motivated to like I still do my work obviously, right? But it's like how do I like step it up a notch to kind of like really stick out with my manager and stuff like that. So I guess that would be a goal. And then last thing I'll probably say too is just the whole dad stuff, right? Like figuring that out, like make sure I be there for like Amy, be there for the baby. I don't know, I want it to be like, I guess one of my things too is like for me personally, like I don't want Amy to have like a huge burden with the baby and stuff, just because I mean obviously the mom has a lot to do, but I just want to, I don't know, I want to be like there for the baby and like have that connection. And just like what I've always envisioned with like my parents, I guess, like I want that kind of relationship with my daughter, and like be like, I don't know, I'm excited for it, but like yeah, just to like really make sure I take the burden away from Amy and just be a good co-parent, I guess. So that'd be one of my goals.
Those are really good goals, man. Like, I mean, obviously, like fitness and health is always important, but dude, man, like you're gonna be a great dad. We already know. The audience always knows. I don't know what Amy knows, but yeah, that's a different story. But dude, I mean, those are good ones, man. Like, keep it focused on those, and you too, Stan. I mean, like huge things. Investing in yourself, giving yourself that time, looking into your work, huge things. I mean, for me, obviously, health is like a huge thing for me. I always want to like, continue to lose weight, continue to stay fit, hit the gym and stuff like that. It's crazy the last couple of weeks with Christmas week and New Year's week or whatever. Like, dude, I was just straight chilling. Like, I didn't go to the gym. I just was like eating whatever, because I told myself, you know what, back on the grind when New Year's, all the holiday stuff, when I'm back at the work grind or whatever. I was like, I went back to the gym this morning, dude. It was like immediate seeing an old friend after like so long. I was like, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, I guess everything's the same around here. But yes, that's one of my goals for sure too. But also just to invest in myself. I did tell one of my friends, shout out to my boy Brian Jacob. I was telling him like I want to continue to be better by being positive in 2023. I've noticed like in my own life in 2022, I was just kind of negative about certain things, and want to be better by being more positive, and just like whatever is gonna come in 2023 is just like, I just want to deal with it and then move on with my life and continue to just be happy and positive. Because I did notice like in 2022 for myself, like I'm like, man, like I was always like down about certain things, or I was thinking about too much what people thought about me, or I was kind of struggling with certain things in my business and my personal life. And I'm just like, you know what? And as towards the end of 2022, I just started realizing, you know what, like none of that stuff matters. Like I just need to keep working hard, keep focusing on, my family, my friends, you guys, like everything around me. I'm just like, there's so many good things, and just being appreciative of that and just continue to bring that towards 2023. But yeah, I mean, dad, just, realtor, trying to, sell more homes, have bigger goals in that area as well too. So hey, other viewers out there, if you're looking, if you need a house, holla at your boy. So, but yeah, I mean, that's good, guys. Like resolutions is always important, just to strive for those goals and for us to just continue to strive for better things. But I mean, guys, we all missed out on one thing we forgot to talk about: the BRB.
2023 for BRB.
Wait, what, 30 episodes in, or this is the 30th episode? That's crazy. Like, when did we start this? April of last year, around then?
April 2022, guys.
Yes, I mean, our 1-year anniversary is almost coming up, so that's actually a crazy thing too.
Dang,
But even in just 10 months, we've released 30 episodes, so about 3 episodes a month, which is crazy, big accomplishment in itself. But I think our next season, or just 2023 in general for the Backrow Boys, a lot to kind of accomplish. Do you have any goals for specifically the Backrow Boys, or anything you want to do specifically?
For me, I want us to continue to reach out to the community. One thing I have heard from friends that I've seen at random events is that, like, it's kind of like, what is it? Just representation. Just us being out there in the community, us being genuine and real, talking about things that people are thinking about, and just bring it to light in a sense. And so that's what I want to keep doing, reaching out to more people, us connecting with more people. That's one of my things.
Yeah, I guess next year is like crazy because it's like, we're already in this year, I guess, but like what Stan was saying, 30 episodes. Like one thing I guess like this year would be cool, at least I guess from my point of view, and I guess if we're just like brainstorming, we usually have our PM meetings and stuff, but like just like thinking, and maybe it doesn't happen, but I guess that's part of goals, right? Like you try to think of like goals that are bigger than what you think you can achieve, I guess. One, it'd be cool to like just try different things with this, in the sense of like, one could be like, I guess for me, like one thing I've always enjoyed with like TikTok, Instagram, whatever, YouTube, is like, I love watching people do like food reviews or doing like a full day of eating or like a mukbang or whatever. Like, I think those are like so entertaining, So like, even like one of us, like just doing one of those, or like, that's like a small example, or like doing like, I don't know, like some kind of like activity where we go out and like interview people or something, like just something random. Like, I think those things are kind of cool. Like that's just something different, like trying to like take risk with the channel and like which makes us do things that we're like uncomfortable with, but see like what happens with that, So I guess that would be for me, like take more risk.
There's a lot of avenues. Again, that's the nice thing about YouTube and TikTok is you get just so many ideas of, hey, this person did this, let's try this, or this person did this, let's try that. I think for me, I want to definitely increase like the production side of things as well. So whether we decide to stay with our current platform that we're using, whether we switch to a different platform, make the videos look a little bit nicer. I want to definitely get a mic like Chris has over there. I think that'll make the audio sound a little bit better too. Right now, my mic on here is not working, so my audio is a little bad. That's why. What other things too? Maybe even like just adding another person to the team, right? I know there's us 3 right now. Maybe our goal for 2023 can be just adding one more person, right? Whether they don't even have to be an on-screen personality, right? They can be behind the scenes making TikTok videos or making, actually I was looking at analytics. Our YouTube short videos actually got a lot of views and like the click-through rates and things like that. So definitely increasing the shorts. If we do post on TikTok, maybe putting it on YouTube shorts as well.
And these are some good resolutions. And hey, to all the Backrow Boy viewers right now, just go ahead and leave a comment down below on what's some of y'all's resolutions and what do y'all want to see in 2023 for your own self and your families. But also do me one more favor, leave a comment and for what you guys want to see out of us in 2023, because hey, we got some big things coming. Like you just heard from Chris and Stan and myself, we're gonna do some big things for you guys, and we want to continue to reach out, connect with y'all, do guest interviews out on the streets, and just bring this whole thing back together. So yeah, continue to just be with us, continue to stay patient with us, and yeah, that's all I got to say for now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank y'all, for following us, watching us, like, being a part of our like 30 episode journey. Like, it's crazy to see where we started, where we are now, and it's really thanks to y'all. As season 3 ends, like, we appreciate you guys, like, allowing us to be vulnerable. Like, some of our episodes, like, I think it took us a minute, but we're starting to like be more and more real and share like what we think and feel, and I think it's making all of us better, so we appreciate it because you guys give us this chance to do it. Like, we know like y'all listen and like it, and give us feedback, so it's good. It's helping all of us grow, so we're excited for the next season to continue growing.
Yeah, like Chris and Emmy were saying, I can't, express enough thanks to all of y'all, because y'all are the ones that keep us going at the end of the day. We listen to, we don't have too many comments, but we read all the comments out there. We, do get texts. Each one of us get texts from, our friend group. So biggest thing is just reach out to us, whether you leave a comment or not. If you want to see something, just kind of reach out to us. You can always text us. If you want to be on the podcast, let us know too, or if you know somebody that, would want to be on the podcast that has ideas that they want to share with the community, just let us know. We're more than open to kind of bringing guests on the podcast, and we definitely can work with anybody's schedule. We want to use our platform to kind of raise the community. A rising tide lifts all ships. So or if one of us sees, we also see. So
Exactly.
Again, continue to just do everything to support us, and we'll try to make the best content possible.
Exactly. Chris, Dan, you guys said it perfectly. And as we like what they both said, we're wrapping up season 2. Thank you again for always listening and joining with us. And thank you for always making us the #1 podcast in the community. And like I always say, like and subscribe, share these videos with your friends and family, and just send it out to the community, because we're just here to help. And guys, we just want to end this season with like how we always end every episode. Stay safe, stay classy, and thanks for joining us in the back row.